Alright guys, so welcome to a new video. I'm a little behind schedule, but I am determined to post a few videos like back to back on days. That way we can catch up for next week. So if you guys are watching this right now, I would have just posted my 770 for 2x8 video, which is squat PR, the day before. So I think I'm about almost a full week and a half ahead of schedule, which is not really a bad thing, to be honest. So today we have deadlifts. Week 3, hopefully something nice is there today. I don't want to like be too aggressive today and like repeat what I did last week. I'm not going to give myself 4 opportunities to retake a single. Either I have it on the first time, maybe the second time, but past that, I got to make sure that I'm not overexerting myself. So if we can do more than last week, perfect. But for my back downs, I actually have pretty heavy sets today. So the way Joey's been programming me is like my first back down is always my top set. So it's my heaviest, and then from there we work down. So it's a 7 to 8 today. I think a set of 4, and then I do 2 sets of 4, and I think 7% drop off. And then for the last set of 4, it's an additional 3% drop, I believe. So yeah, we have a pretty jam-packed day today. I'm gonna be pulling on the Kabuki power bar just because the knurling is moderately aggressive and the closest to a brand new standard Eleiko, in my opinion. So, but anyways, I know you guys see the fit. I got a Michael Jordan shirt on with Lost and Found Chicago 1s, baby. So, and AKATSUki shoes for deadlifting. So, you guys know today we can't fail, baby. Michael Jordan is like one of my biggest sports inspirations, and he's honestly like the reason why I want to have at least 6 world titles before I even like switch sports or cut or do anything else. So right now we got 4 out of 6. We're going for 5 out of 6, and then next year we'll be 6 out of 6, baby, and then we'll get that MJ title. But anyways, let's start getting warmed up and having a good day. I'm so close. All right, gang, so a PR is not here today. Now, I did say I wasn't gonna try 427.5 more than 2 times, but I never said anything about jumping down. And because I feel like my grip is actually really solid today, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna jump down to 410. Whew. Just because I still want to have a really good weekly total. So jump down, being smart. being smart with this. So I think I did confirm. I had a theory that I kind of tested out like these last 2 weeks, and having a more, how do I say this, like having a hand placement that is as parallel as possible to my legs and shoulders, right? Because when I'm gripping here compared to here, for whatever reason, my grip just feels way more locked in. Like when I'm pulling like this compared to here, for whatever reason, it just feels better. So I couldn't tell you why, but I'm gonna drop down, what is this, 427 and a half? I'm gonna drop down 17 and a half kilos to 410. Still a 900-pound attempt. I am definitely starting to feel the fatigue. Like my grip felt so good on that first attempt. Like that wasn't a grip like that. I didn't drop that or go back down because the bar rolled. The bar didn't roll at all. My glutes, my hamstrings, and my back just like, that was it. That was all I had. So that's good, right? So now I know that I'm starting to get to that point where maybe PR attempts aren't the best option, right? If we can just go for something consistent and reliable, even if it's less than last week or the same as last week, as long as the execution is 10 out of 10 or at least an 8 out of 10 or better, that's gonna be what we load on the day, right? So if I just end up pulling like 410, 400, 415, 420, 410 for these last few weeks, but the execution is consistent and getting better, that is still W deadlifts. So let's go ahead and change the weight. Oh, I can't believe we're already getting close to this weight. I'm telling you guys, I think 425 is going to be there in June, and it's gonna move a hell of a lot better than whatever the hell this is today. I'm telling you, I feel it in my nads. Just because I have so much fatigue in my body right now that it's like, I'm like nowhere near 100. This is just facts. Right, like that's the entire philosophy around peaking is you push your body to the absolute limit, and then in turn, you're loading your central nervous system and your muscles to operate at a very intense level. So when you get to the tippy top of fatigue management, you start to pull back, you cut accessories out, you pull back volume, you keep intensity high. A phenomenon starts to happen called peaking. And I don't think I've ever peaked or I'm about to peak as hard as I have for this meet, because I've never, ever pushed myself to this extent. So I'm gonna wait like 2 minutes and then we're gonna go ahead and try this 410. Let's go, baby. Okay, all right, guys. So I took maybe like a 10 or 15 minute break. So what I'm gonna do now is we're gonna drop down to our first top set. So I'm thinking, since it's just 4 reps, I think we can do maybe like 826 for 4. I think that'd be a really good mark to hit. And that'll give me like good fluff to work for after. So let's go ahead and just take the yellow and the 2.5 off. Hey, brother. I actually don't know what my PR for 4 is. This might be. I know I did 805, 804 for 5 last week. I've done 837 for 3 before. So I'm a little lost. But let's not overthink this, shall we? Oh, maybe I shouldn't have taken such a long rest period. I'm probably gonna go walk to warm up again real quick, and then we'll attack this set. I'm gonna just do 3 guys. That was better. Excuse me, this is gonna be my outro. I have 1 more set left. I was thinking about calling it, but there's just something inside me right now that makes me get fired up at the thought of walking out of here a little too early. I ain't done yet. And because I'm not done, I gotta finish. I gotta see this through the end. And I have 4 more reps. I know that 4 times 3 is 4, but 4 more reps. I dropped an additional 3%. So I went from 766 to 349 pounds, which is really 350 because I have some small collars on the end, but it's neither here nor there. 340 kg on the bar for 4 more reps, and I just need to get it done, you know, because I'm holding myself accountable, you know. There can be no success without any sacrifice, you know, and like this isn't, I'm not talking like, oh yeah, man, like I gotta sacrifice like some real, no, like, you know, it's about the effort and the delayed gratification, you know. That's what I'm doing this for, you know. It's because I believe and I have faith that all of this hard work, all of this investment, all of these investments are going to pay off on June 15th. Because my gosh, like I cannot express to you guys how absolutely tired I am once I get home. Like I am in shambles, you know, like it sucks going up and down those stairs. It sucks, you know, and especially because my boy is getting big. I love that little guy, but it hurts going up and down with that guy. But I don't complain about it. You know, I'm his father, so it's like it's my job. Just like it is my job right now to not complain about this and to just get it done. And when your mindset goes from giving yourself like the leisure of complaining and taking extra long rest periods, it just does something to you. It's like poison. Like you have to stay focused. You have to remind yourself you're not done. You're not done. You have another rep. You have another set. You have effort left to give. And if you're not walking out of here with that mindset of, you know what, I did what I was supposed to, then what are you even doing going in the first place? Like, if you're not trying to achieve a standard where you can walk out of this place with your head held high, knowing that you busted ass and you pushed yourself. Now, obviously, like, no, don't ego lift. You know, like, yeah, I know. I went for 942 for twice. I failed it. Yeah, you know, it's a little hypocritical. But my situation is not yours, you know. I can pull 947. I pulled 939 before, you know. And I just pulled 903. And it's like, I'm kind of dumbfounded because that wasn't like a max effort pull either. Like, I felt like I definitely had a little bit left on the day. So it's like, maybe 427 and a half was a little much, but probably 420, you know, but we could save that for next week, 425, right? So just get it done. But tomorrow we have a heavy bench day. I'm gonna, you know, I need to get my meals in. I've added a fourth or fifth meal. I need to count. I'm eating breakfast, post-workout protein shake, lunch, and then I eat again like 3 hours after that. So that's technically 4 meals. And then I'm added a fifth one. So I'm like, I need that extra meal because my gosh, like by the grace of God, I'm gonna get to that finish line. I don't give a damn if I have to crawl to Germany. Like, I'm gonna get there one way or another. And I'm gonna make myself proud. I'm gonna make my son proud. I'm gonna make my brothers proud, Saria proud, my family proud. Like, I'm gonna go out there. I'm gonna get that 5th title. And I'm gonna go send a message. Ugh.